And so how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Podcast. Now, 6 months after seeing Chip Ganassi finish 1 and 2 in the championship standings, you knew that this was not going to sit well with Team Penske. And Penske kicked off the 2024 IndyCar season in a big way today in St. Petersburg. Now, Josef Newgarden was sitting on the pole today to begin this race, and he dominated. You're talking about a guy, he led 92 of the 100 laps today as he cruised to a convincing victory. And that wasn't all because Team Penske just flat out dominated today. We talked about Newgarden's victory. Scott McLaughlin took third, while veteran driver Will Power was fourth. Last year's Indy 500 winner, of course, was Joseph Newgarden, and he wanted to get things started on the right foot here in 2024, and he did it quite emphatically today. Pato O'Ward was the only person, and I'm sure he'll probably relish in the fact that he was able to prevent Penske from going 1, 2, and 3 as he took second in this race. And honestly, for like the last 10 laps or so, the only drama was going to be if McLaughlin and Power were able to surpass O'Ward. But credit to O'Ward for being able to hold them off and pick up some critical points for himself to start this season. Now, the defending series champ, Alex Palou, he was laying in the weeds today. He started off 13th, didn't have a great qualifying, if you will, over the weekend, but it was still a typical Alex Palou race. He went out there and found a way to finish in the top 10. He took sixth. And this is important because if you go back to last year's championship year for Palou, he was a top 10 driver in every single race. And those points add up, of course, over the year. And that's why that was a big reason why we saw Palou win, last year's championship. He won about 4 or 5 races. He did it in dominating fashion. And I think it's big for him as well as Chip Ganassi to go out there and finish in the top 10 to get this year started. Same thing goes for his teammate, Scott Dixon, as we saw the Iceman take ninth today. And it was kind of like feast or famine, if you will, for Chip Ganassi today. We saw new driver Marcus Armstrong crash out. We saw Linus Lundqvist, get hit by Roman Grosjean at some point in this race, and Lundqvist finished 23rd, while Marcus Armstrong finished 27, only being able to complete 25 laps today. But for the most part, it was an uneventful race, as it was all about the domination of Newgarden and Penske. And it's like typically what we've seen for about the last 10 years or so, it's either Chip Ganassi or Team Penske that are winning the series championship. And I mean, it looks like it's probably going to be that case once again, at least after one race, you kind of get that feel. Colton Herta and Andretti were able to finish with for a fifth place finish today, but nonetheless, you think about the new Andretti driver and Marcus Ericsson. A lot of high hopes for him. Had car troubles today, and unfortunately for Ericsson, didn't finish. He only finished 52 laps of this race. But it was a tremendous start, a Chamber of Commerce day in the Tampa St. Pete area, which you would expect this time of year, and it was a great day for racing. And for the most part, it was an uneventful race, only several cautions. Obviously, clearly, regardless of the cautions or not, still driver strategy comes into play. And again, I can't harp on this enough. Strong start for Newgarden, strong start for Penske. Things did not go well coming down the stretch last year for Newgarden as he bowed out in the championship race. And how do you go out there and put all of that to bed? You serve notice on the first race of the season or the first weekend of the series. And this is what he did. He dominated the entire weekend. So now you got the million dollar challenge coming up in 2 weeks. And of course, the Grand Prix of Long Beach will be taking place in about 6 weeks. But all in all, I think this is going to be a very intriguing IndyCar season. Saw a lot of changes on the grid as far as driver movement. But when it's all said and done, it's that stability of Team Penske that reigned supreme once again today. Newgarden's in the winner's circle. McLaughlin got a podium, and Will Power really doesn't have to hold his head in shame about a fourth place finish. Strong field today, strong racing by everybody involved, and a good start to this 2024 season for Josef Newgarden. So, folks, that's going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank all of you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. I want to take this time out to thank all of you fine folks out there for tuning in. And if you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're on the X, formerly known as Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it will be my pleasure to follow you right back. There's also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. Now you can check it out, drop a line, and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin, and I'm signing off. And I'm saying take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.